Hi guys, my name is Katherine Gann, and this is the book report for Authentic Christianity for Dr. Hayes. And the book I'm going to be doing my book report about is Hurt People by Sandra Wilson. This is the book that I have. So basically, the main thesis of this book is really in the title, Hurt People. So Wilson explains a lot in the book about past childhood experiences and how they can really affect our adult life and how we can treat other people. She uses many examples as in like the children being sexually abused because the abusers most of the time were abused themselves when they were children. So Wilson writes in one of her quotes that I liked a lot was, "Hurt people commonly use anger to disguise and deflect their guilt and grief." And I know for a lot of us, we've been hurt many ways by our parents or just when we were younger about like things that kids said, but in this book she really talks about how like we have to give those insecurities up to God, and like how we just really need to be faithful in him and trust in his process, because God does put those obstacles in our way to test our faith sometimes, and we just have to really realize that he is the one doing this, but he's doing it for a good reason. And I mean, he's always there for us. But two insights that I gained from this book, one of them I read was in chapter 3. Hurt People by the Unprepared and Available is the title of the chapter. And basically she tells a story about a young man that is always and constantly trying to win his dad's approval by, being the best and always winning these competitions because that's what his dad loved, was winning. But he was always just doing the wrong thing. Like, he never was doing it for himself. He was always trying to gain someone else's love. And I don't know, I really connected to that because in sports, that's just kind of how it is. Like, we're always trying to like gain someone's love and respect. Well, we should, God's already given us his love. We don't ever have to ask him for it or prove it. We just need to have trust in God that he is there for us and that he does love us. And the only thing we need to do for God is just to be faithful. The second thing my second insight was self-shame. So in the chapter 8, she talks about lots of self-shaming comes from early childhood, sort of like for me, like a competitive situation, like moms and dads always being like, you ought to be ashamed of yourself, you didn't win that game, or you did really bad, whatever. And kids that hear that a lot tend to think that they're not good enough, and they later on have problems thinking that they're never going to be good enough for God. Like in chapter 3, like you were always talking about how you're always trying to earn God's love. Like, you never have to earn anything from God. You just have to stay faithful to God. And Dr. Wilson really gave good insight about how to fix these things. And it basically said, like, we really just need to let them go, and God's got us ready to go. Like, he's always going to be there for us, and he's always going to love us. So this book was really awesome, and I really liked it because it really made me think about myself. But yeah, that's it.